It's official. Tyridge will no longer be working on the Wild West. For now, whatever that means. Now, you might be asking, why am I making a video on this? Well, seeing one of the main people who've made this game, one of the main co-founders, quit the Wild West, is truly saddening. And the reasons he's given, I have predicted months ago, if not years ago, but I only made a video months ago. If you want to read this message for yourself, you can pause the video and just read it yourself. But I'm just going to summarize it. Basically, what he says is that basically a lot of Roblox games have gotten really successful. You know, all these big mobile games blowing up, Grow a Garden, what 20 million concurrent players? Absolutely bonkers. I don't know why that game is so popular. And well, Tyridge he feels burnt out. He feels sad because, you know, he spent his whole life creating this great game that doesn't get nowhere near as many players because it's not a shitty mobile game made for little kids. You know, that just tends how games work, especially if you don't update them for years and let the community rot. They tend to die off over time, but what do I know? Another thing is, I should probably say, don't send any hate to Tyridge. I should not have to say that, but please do not send any hate towards Tyridge. He later goes on to say that he's thankful for his little small dev team that's stuck together to build the game, but that everyone's been burnt out and that they're not as driven as they used to be, which, you know, makes sense. The money ain't showing up because he later states that we had good momentum lately, but I've been putting in many hours of work just to barely break even. The amount of work we'd put into one update, we could have released entire games off of. It just makes me realize how it's not sustainable anymore if we want this growth. As I complained in my video however many months ago about the plushie, was that the devs are not monetizing this game right. That was like my main conspiracy theory, is like the devs, they're kind of like, they treat this too much as if like, oh my gosh, look at how cool it is, look at how cool we made a great game and we're just gonna not monetize it. I know it's like good morally, but financially it makes no sense, and it makes no sense for the longevity of the game, because Roblox promotes games that make a lot of money for obvious reasons, because Roblox wants money. That's just how the world works. And you kind of need money to survive. Like, I know they recently released memberships as part of the progression update. I say recently as if the progression update hasn't been out for over a month now. Wow, it's been a long time. But Jesus, it's really sad to see Tyridge go. I hope he one day comes back to the game. Obviously, no hate. I totally understand. Must suck having this great vision of a beautiful game. Honestly, The Wild West, greatest game on Roblox. It just sucks to see it, you know, it just sucks to see one of the main devs leaving. He wants to focus on more mobile-friendly games. I'm pretty sure, how long ago they said they were going to do like a mobile, they had like plans for a mobile issue? Why did they focus on that? Like, why aren't the devs focusing on a mobile update? It doesn't even have to be like, they don't even have to like give them all the features, just like the basic stuff. A standard mobile The Wild West game, and you can easily more than double the player count, I believe. More than double the players means possibly more than double the revenue. Hell, they could probably triple the players if they implement a mobile. Like, I bet freaking Westbound would die overnight. Well, not really. That's being exaggerated. I think it'd swallow up a lot of Westbound players who would then try the Wild West and realize, oh my gosh, this game is so much better. Well, let me just play this instead. Because I believe the only thing keeping Westbound alive is its mobile capability. So the Wild West could totally eat those numbers, but I guess they didn't want to try that. Hopefully, the other devs aren't giving up. I'm saying hopefully, because I still love this game. I don't want to see it die. I've literally, my whole YouTube channel at the moment is based on the Wild West, so to see this game die would be really tragic. And I would have to, I don't even know if I'd want to make videos on another Roblox game. I've kind of I used to be a variety content creator for Roblox, and then I didn't care as much because I'd stopped for a while I stopped making content because I didn't think it was that fun, but yeah. I came back because I found the Wild West very entertaining all the time. Easily became one of my favorite games. It's been one of my favorite games for a long time, so I decided to re-kick it up, but now seeing that it might die again it's heartbreaking. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I predicted this literally 6 months ago. It's got so much hate for it, like, oh my gosh, how dare you, like, this is not true, you're making this all up, I wasn't making it up. I was just being skeptical of how they were running the game, how they were monetizing things. I believe they were just doing it wrong. They weren't making enough money, and I guess I was right. just to barely break even. They barely are breaking even. Like you'd think with an update this great, they'd be making lots of moolah, but no, they're not. Not even with all those memberships they're able to sell. They can't even do that. Like I've been suggesting, add freaking weapon skins, add more microtransactions, because ultimately the game needs it to stay alive and to keep you guys fed, so you guys keep wanting to work on the game. If you're not going to get paid, you're not going to want to keep developing the game. It's just sad to see it come to this. Hopefully it's a call to the devs that they don't just make the idea that, oh my gosh, we're going to abandon the game because we can't keep basically zero monetization up. Like it needs more monetization. It's just the sad truth. I'm not saying implement like gambling mechanics and implement like, you know, all in modern games they have all these crates. I'm just saying like add like buyable skins, add buyable cosmetics that cost Robux, add maybe add season rewards like battle passes. Those work. Fortnite makes a freaking ton of money off of that stuff. Hell, add ability just to buy money. Sure, it kind of ruined the economy a little bit, but hey, that's money going into your pocket, and you need that. Knowing that, he says that everyone's burnt, that everyone who works on it is burnt out, or whatever, for the small dev team is probably not a good sign for the future. So I just want to say to the devs, it's okay to make money. If any devs are watching this video, it's okay to make money. You don't need to constantly be like, oh my gosh, how are we going to put food on the plates? Like, you guys can monetize this game and still keep it fun. It's not that hard. Well, it is hard if you have the idea that this game shouldn't be monetized, but if you lose that idea and just try to make a fun cowboy game where we can shoot our guns and do all these fun things, it'll be better. Yeah, it's kind of all I have to really say. I guess this is a farewell to Tyridge. Thank you. And if Tyridge is watching this, you've made a beautiful game. You deserve the rest you can get, and to make games that you actually want to enjoy making, and games that will actually make you money. I will stay tuned, hopefully. Maybe I'll check out if Tyridge is moving on to mobile-friendly Roblox games, maybe I'll check one of them out. Maybe they'll be good, and I'll switch to that, and that'll be my new main game on the YouTube channel. But until then, and it seems we have a leak for some new guns coming up that just posted in the middle of editing this video. Coming sooner than you think. I hope. I hope the devs are going to be fine with Tyridge's leaving, or at least, you know, find a way to make the money work, because I can imagine it's not as good as it used to be. Oh, you even get a video. How nice. It's just a reloading animation. Well, I guess I'll be testing these new guns, depending on how you unlock them.